Over the past 3 years, around 250 people under the age of 21 have been arrested for assault in the Darwin region. And earlier this year, a 15-year-old boy died after being stabbed in the Bagot community. Victims of violence and their families say there are glaring gaps in support systems that could prevent trouble occurring. Suwaiba Hanifi has this story and a warning: it contains images of an Aboriginal person who has died.
We just came back, family, mum, dad, mob, just put down flowers and stuff.
17-year-old Jason Baird has been devastated by youth violence. Here in Darwin's Bagot community, his 15-year-old uncle Reese Baird was fatally stabbed in May.
I go back to just chilling at the back of my house. That's where I feel like he's there, because that's where we made all our memories growing up together.
Another 15-year-old has been charged with his murder. Jason wants authorities to see violence can cut young lives short.
I just think about them to say, they don't get their chance to do this, so you do your chance and show them what you got.
Everyone says the Berrimah line's not there anymore, but me personally, I think the Berrimah line is still there. There is a Palmerston young mob and the town young mob.
I guess I've had my fair shares of ups and downs, family losses, abuse, drugs, alcohol, you name it.
Noletta McKenzie works with young people as part of the Ballinu Healing Foundation. She says tension between teenagers from Palmerston and Darwin is one problem.
Let's get our kids all working together, feeling safe together.
The violence is being broadcast on the internet, with clips of fights between teenagers labelling themselves from different suburbs. The youth workers say young people aren't finding a sense of belonging or security in their home and social lives. So they're finding it with these labels, but that's causing an us versus them mentality that makes others feel unsafe.
I barely go out to areas because of where I'm from and stuff. I wouldn't go Casuarina by myself because I'm not from there. I didn't grow up there. I grew up in Palmerston.
They'd walk towards the library.
Carol Davis' son, Thomas, didn't feel safe anywhere in public when he was stabbed in the centre of Palmerston last year. She says he had a fight with one person, which turned into an all-in brawl.
Knocked him down, and then the other group of kids, got stuck into him and started kicking and bashing him and kicking him around the head about 30 times, he said.
Thomas was in hospital for 5 days with a punctured lung. She moved the family to Queensland to help her son recover.
After it all happened, he thought that he needed to protect himself by even taking a weapon to school. And, he just can't do that.
We've heard some really crazy stories about weapons being carried at night. There have been quite a few youth, especially after the Bagot incident. A lot of the stories were exposed. I think a lot of us were adults were probably naive to what was actually going on out there.
Youth workers say some teenagers are constantly in survival mode, having to fend for themselves at a young age. And they say they're carrying everyday items as weapons for protection from the violence that they see at home and outside. The advocates want better communication between government, schools and youth programs to listen to the needs of teenagers. Here in Casuarina, around 40 young people access this space every day. It's a safe space where young people can hang out, curb boredom, connect with other young people and service providers for advice. But it doesn't operate around the clock and not everyone can get here.
There is a desperate need for a 24-hour space for young people. What we do know is when we're talking about at-risk youth, there are many young people who are homeless or they're in and out of foster care, or perhaps it's not a safe place to be at home.
When you got a strong network like this, you keep us together and look out for each other, brotherhood, and just never forget that you're not alone.
It's been a frustrating battle for those who say the solutions are obvious.
See, I go to a lot of meetings and it's talk. It's like, no more talking, what are we going to actually do? We know the solutions, so we have to make these solutions work.
And it would help young people like Jason Baird reach their full potential.
Put that down to Jason Baird, who is wonderful with his slick hands.
Being a gangster is like looking after your family, looking after everyone that you care for, being something, following your dreams, achieving them. That's gangster. Gangsters not running around stabbing each other and stuff.